Hey guys, Phoenix here, and here's part 2 of my Freddy cosplay tutorial. So let's get started. So now, all I'm doing now is just fixing up a little the foam so it's all glued down. You don't want to have like sharp edges or whatnot, or lumpy parts. Then you take your fabric. I use about 1 meter, 2 meters of felt, and then you kind of place it on your fabric and cut out chunks, and then you glue it down. I always start with the muzzle first. I use lots of hot glue, and you just glue that down. Like so. And try not to get distracted by the ginormous pimple on my face. I know it's very hard, but try to bear with me. So you keep going around the muzzle, and you're trimming off the excess so that the felt will tuck in to where the muzzle meets the actual face part. Like it look like that. And then you take some more fabric, and then you go on the top, and then you want to glue around the eye holes and down like so. And you're gonna cut it and try not to overlap onto the cheeks, because you want to have it in sections so it's more seamless and not so lumpy and gross looking. So you just kind of glue it down and make sure everything's nice and tight. And then you're going to eventually take some scissors and cut the eye holes out. The way I do it is I cut almost like a cross at each eye, and then I glue the fabric underneath. But it just makes it more seamless, and it kind of hides the foam on the inside of the eyes. And if there's any of the blue foam showing from the inside of the eyes, I just take a little bit of extra felt and just kind of glue it in the inside. And always testing to see how it looks. Once you're happy with that, you go on to the mouth, and it's just the same kind of process. You just glue the fabric down, glue it down, trim off the edges and the excess, make sure everything's all nice and tight. You don't have it all loose and lumpy. And the next section will be the sides. You're going to have the section for the muzzle, the section for the front, 2 sections for the sides, and then the back section. And the mouth too. See how it's starting to look out? Starting to look around. You take your felt, kind of roughly trace it out, and then glue it down. Make sure it's even, and that matches up with the seam, and then trim it down so it fits. Use lots of hot glue so that the fabric doesn't bunch up or wrinkle. Keep going like so. Make sure it's kind of even, and you want to bend the fabric underneath the head so that no blue foam is showing. Trim it down. See how it's starting to look nice and uniformed? And just keep going for the rest of the head like that. Furring is very easy, it's just kind of time consuming. And the ears, it's the same kind of deal, except for, it's just the small ears, and you just trace it out, glue it down, and then trim the excess. Very easy to do. And don't worry if it looks too clean. I'm going to add paint detail and make it look a little bit dirty, and add a little bit of fake blood to it, because I like my cosplays a little gross and bloody and gory and scary. And this is game 1 Golden Freddy, so I think he's a bit bloodier. I'll look at him again. Well, I like my you know what? Red and gold look good together, so I'm gonna put fake blood on him anyways. And Then I'll also do the teeth in the next video with the eyes to cover like your normal eyes. And his nose. And his hat. Yes, I still gotta figure out how to do that. That's gonna be fun. Sorry about being late on uploading this video. I've been having things going on with like my store and life and whatnot. But I'm back! Woo! Alright, so you just keep continuing what you've been doing with the felt, or the fabric, or whatever you've been using. Be careful, you don't want to put too much fabric directly onto the elastics or you won't be able to move your jaw. Just keep going like so. Like, building these costumes isn't very hard. It's just very repetitive and time consuming. Anyone can really do it, you know, you just need to have the time and the patience, and you can build your cosplay, your FNAF suits, or your fursuits, or whatever you want to build. If any of the fabric doesn't sit right, you want to cut it on an angle and then pull it and then glue it down. That will get rid of any of the bunching or lumping. And then you can just trim off the excess. That's how I get it to be nice and uniform and tight to the mold. This is game 1 Golden Freddy, so I made him a bit more softer and rounder than the game 2 Golden Freddy. And I gave him both ears because, I don't know, I just like the look of game 1 Golden Freddy better than the game 2 look. He is my favorite character from Five Nights at Freddy's, in case you were wondering. Now it's just the ears, very simple. Take your fabric, turn it around, glue each side. Very easy. And repeat. There you go. Now the ears are done. And they look nice. And, well, one ear is done. Now you do the exact same thing with the second ear. And then you'll be done the ears. And then after that, you just glue them down to the head, you know. Make sure you give them enough space so that the top hat can fit on the head too. Always use your phone or have a picture or have your laptop up so you can look at reference pictures so you can get, like, you know, the distance right and like the shape and all that right when you make any costume. There you go. That's how he looks like. He's almost all done. He's got the basic fur done and the shape done. Now I just gotta like clean him up a bit, do the details, his teeth, his eyes, his nose, his hat. But then after that, he should be done. I think I'll have only one more video after this. And yeah, his jaw moves and everything. And see you guys in the next video, part 3.